see. I've got this cute hoodie. A pant set. What is this? That's so cute. Really, a work bag I've wanted for so long. Oh, that's really cute. Oh my god. I really wanted to get a kind of tote bag like this that is different from what I would always take to work, which is more of the one with fabric and not leather. So I'm quite happy with this one. Anyways, moving on, I got some things off of Temu for my sewing projects and for general household needs, and everything I got was so amazing. This was like a toolbox for sewing. I should have connected what the pictures look like on Temu as an overlay here, but I'm too lazy. This is a fruit bowl and it's been holding up really well. And what's that? This is a manual skill for food, for fitness goals. Laughs in Swahili. Anyways, this is really good. Like, it's one of those skills that after you put your plate or container on it, you can reset it to 0, then you add the next thing, reset it to 0, and then the next thing, and so on. And it makes it so easy and so accurate to use. Like, if you need any of these things, just drop a comment so that I can drop the link to them, or the text, the title, depending on where you live, so that you can find them on Temu. Then this was for my jewelry. Like, I use this to keep my necklace, my ring, my earrings. It's really nice, although it's a bit flimsy. Then these ones are like boho bracelets. I don't know, is it boho, is it boho? I don't know what it's called, but like bracelets that you can stack on your wrists. They're exactly true to the listing on Temu. Then let's see the next thing that I got these hair clips. They're really nice to keep my hair off my face, particularly when I wear bob to work, so I can keep my hair off my face and look put together. Then these are shorts. You would see them later on in this video. They are really nice. They fit well and they are very comfortable. I'm glad I got them. I'll be getting another set of these, probably from the same manufacturer or from another manufacturer. Then I got these earrings. They look really nice. Like, I kept them in that little jewelry compartment I bought already. I've not worn them anyways, but they look solid, heavy and quality. And these are gloves for gym. Again, laughs in Swahili, because I've actually never carried them, never carried weight with them. I've never worn them. Then this is a Teflon shoe, a pair of Teflon shoes for my iron, and they are really nice. They help prevent the clothes that you're ironing from ever burning. They're helpful for fashion designers. This is like a flask thing I got for yogurt or anything really for work. I like getting things for work. I mean, anything to make my life comfortable at work. Then this one is Emin gum. We call it Emin gum in Nigeria. We use it to, as the name implies, gum two pieces of fabric together around the hem, neckline, sleeve, whatever the case may be. Yeah, so that's just me saying that everything I got was true to listing and really nice. Yeah. The craziest thing with this Apple Watch thing is that I didn't even know that you had to charge at least once in a day for you to like always have power. And one of the things I use it to do is to rate my sleep or monitor my sleep for signs of sleep apnea and to know whether or not I'm getting enough sleep. But then I just charge, 15 minutes charge in a day is enough for you to like walk all through the day and night. So I have no complaints so far, and I bought this color because I think it's dressy enough and casual enough or formal enough for work, and I can actually change the straps. I already changed the strap to like a black and pink embossed one that is not as flashy as this, and I was also thinking of buying something very dressy for my brother's wedding, but I didn't end up ordering it on time. So yeah, I love it. I just received another Timo order, and these are metal hangers, and I got this for like travel stuff for my skincare, makeup and the sorts. And this is like something for in between my thighs to reduce chafing. This was for my husband. What's that? Yeah, this is like a protective cover for my watch, and this is something for a dress. Yeah, same as this one. And I got this for my niece because that babe must be a great reader. Then I'm not sure what is in this one. Anyways, let's make some burger. Like I'm trying to recreate Five Guys burger. I don't know, I just felt like it would be nice to learn how to do something new. You already know that I like to experiment in my kitchen, so let's see how this turns out. I already sectioned the mince, and then I'm trying to grill the grillables so that my husband can assemble them, because it was when I started cooking that I knew that one person cannot do this thing. It has to be two people, so that as one person does all the frying and smashing, another person can quickly assemble them, because there is literally no time. And see my Apple Watch strap, can you see? That's the embossed black and pink one I talked about. I like it so much. So I was just frying the bacon here, and now it's time to smash the patties. Yep. So I just put the mince, and then I'm supposed to sprinkle. Oops, I'm still doing bacon, because I need to be fast with it. Then I have to smash the patties. And I think when you smash the patty, after the fat has all come out, you need to add the salt when you're nearly done. But I only added salt to one of the patties, and it tasted really nice. But I had an accident at the end. H factor. I had an accident at the end of all the cooking, and if you watch on, you're going to see how I ended up in the A and E on this same day. So I needed to grill this very well so that they can be as crispy as possible. I later got to know that I could have actually used my air fryer for it when I went to London last week, but that's just by the side. So here I was trying to smash the mince. Like, this is literally the part that is in the middle, the beef sha. I'm already tired of doing this voiceover, but yeah, I found out that you really need to like have a very hot pan to be able to actually make nice burgers. And I guess that's why the grill is never clean, and they have specialized tools for smashing these things, like a round heavy stuff that they just used to press this thing. And of course the mince already has the shape, the round shape, before they even start doing or smashing. However the case may be, but I was here trying to assemble the cheese. I think you have to put the cheese. Yeah, you have to put the cheese. And all these things, I watch them on TikTok or like YouTube. So I literally do that before I try to cook a new recipe. So I think I learned this particular one on YouTube. So yeah, the pressure was already getting worse at this point, because I realized that things had to move fast. Plus my husband had to go to work. So whatever we are doing, we had to do quickly. And yeah, the saxophone was getting louder. Let me see if I can find the sound. Anyways, let's just pretend that the saxophone is still going on louder. So we already started assembling here. I think I like this voiceover thing, because it sort of saves me from the struggles of adding manual text. But let me know how you like it, whether you would prefer me to use the text or you would like me to record voiceovers in between. So here we're just trying to put things together. We had you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of all those videos where random friends or parents of like makeup artists or whatever the case may be is trying to put a voiceover or narrate what is going on. Those videos are always the craziest. But we added burger sauce in between, on the bread first. Then we added the patty with the cheese. Then we added the tomato, and now the bacon. If you have lettuce, you can add lettuce or whatever you want, like any crispy vegetable you want, and then you can layer this as much as possible. But of course we are not making this to sell it, we're just making it to eat it. Then at some point we decided that it was better to like use big ass bread. This is like millions of calories. I'm exaggerating, but anyways, we decided to use bread because again the saxophone was loudest.
A few moments later.
The next morning, we had to go pick up our parents at the airport, and this morning was so stressful before we eventually found them. And we were making our way to my brother's house, which was like nearly 2 hours journey from Heathrow, and I was so exhausted already. I had a very long morning, more like we actually all had an exhausting morning. So we drove there, and this was just me taking different videos of the landscape and the different kind of produce. These were cabbages. I think the one I showed earlier was like corn. I'm not sure. And we got hay here for food, like fodder for animals. I think this was the day after when we were going back to our own homes, both myself and my brother. He was going to drop me off somewhere where I could take a train to Birmingham. He was going to drop me off at Lichfield so he can continue the journey on to London. And these things are my obsession. Wind turbines, I love them. Anyways, I got back home to packages from Shein. I had ordered a few things that I needed for my brother's wedding. I ordered this lovely sandals, which ended up not fitting me because I had wide, I don't want to call it, I think it's called ball of feet circumference, which means the front didn't fit properly. So I bought this shoe as a set. I mean, it's not like they are sold as a set, but I just bought the two because I think they kind of match. And yeah, I think that was a good judgment. The colors are not so exact, but they're not far off. Let's sort these things my husband got together. So we like to have a lot of protein because he goes to the gym regularly, and I also try, keyword being try, to eat healthy, and that means eating a lot of proteins. So we really max out this belongs to him. I hate things like this. So we really eat a lot of chicken, which is like the cheapest protein here. We eat chicken, we eat eggs, we take a lot of milk, sometimes I use bacon in noodles, we take yogurt a lot. What else? It just buys random things that actually have protein, just like the flapjacks that you saw just now. And I am trying to eat more fruits, so I told him to get a couple of random fruits, and he got the easy pillars, which is like tangerine, and he got the oranges, he got kiwi. I expected that he would get apples and bananas, but yeah, he didn't get any of those two. Then what else do we have here? Yeah, we have the eggs, we have vegetable oil, we just bought the bits and pieces that we actually needed. And then my mom came in with, I use this brown sugar for baking. I use it to bake banana bread. And there was one time I actually made homemade cookies, and they were really, really nice. If I say so myself. I've not attempted it a second time because I don't think I did exceptional on it, but they were okay. And I was just trying to arrange the things that I bought in their rightful places here, because I hate it when things are just littering anywhere in my kitchen or my room. So when I buy things, I like to put them back as quick as possible. If I travel and get back, I like to unpack and put things in their right place as quickly as possible. But for this last trip I actually made to London and Cleethorpes, as I speak, my room is still not in order because I'm trying to finish off the sewing as soon as possible, then pack what we're traveling with, my husband and I, and then we need to deep clean the entire house so that it can be fresh and clean by the time we get back from the wedding trip. So yeah, I just really didn't have it in me, and I really can't wait to be done with the wedding. I mean, I'm not the bride, but due to the amount of labor I already invested in the wedding, I think I need that particular rest. I need to rest for weeks if possible. So I was just trying to put things in their right places, and my parents got me this they got it for the three of us children here in the UK, fish, which I had to also store appropriately. And now I'm ready to wash my plates. I like to use that tiny bin I just took off because it keeps the room fresh of odor from food, like decaying food and rotting food. And I mean, I don't put my food particles or food remains in there for so long that they now start to stink or look horrible, but they just help me to keep the main bin free of food debris. And then I just throw out that and put it back. I also like to use two different sponges for washing my plates. I use the smaller one that I first showed to wash my cups, mostly my mugs and cups, and I use this bigger loofah here to wash the rest of the plates. I also change both of them weekly because I don't like that eggy smell that can sometimes smell of freshly washed plates. So that's what I'm trying to use. I'm trying to use vinegar to rinse these plates now, because my husband, like I said, eats a lot of eggs, so sometimes he fries them and then the smell just doesn't leave the plate. I hate the smell of eggs basically, so I had to do that to double rinse and then do some cooking. So yeah, I'm just trying to do this voiceover so that I can reduce the amount of time that it takes to edit these videos. And if the consensus is that we don't like it, of course I have to continue with the regular notes that I had to the videos. So I also had to wash my blender, and then I did a bit of dancing. And here I was getting ready to prepare beans cake. Is it bean cake? Is it beans cake? I'm not sure. But then, as I was saying, this video is much longer than my usual 15-18 minutes video, and I do my editing on phone because I don't have enough storage space on my iPad. And for my MacBook, I've never really tried editing on CapCut on my MacBook because I'm not sure whether it's going to work fluidly. But I have 500 gigabytes storage on my MacBook. I'm going to try to edit the next set of videos on my MacBook and see how easy or quick it is. I mostly don't do that because my MacBook is a bit slow. It lags. So I try to use my phone for all my vlog editing. This video is longer than my normal video, the normal videos I upload. So I believe that using voiceovers or recording my voice will help me add context to the clips. And I'm recording this at night, and I'm already getting tired because I'm not one to talk so much unless I'm talking with friends, during which I get excited, and after a while I develop a headache. But then my mom bought this beans powder for me from Nigeria, and this is the first time I'm going to make akara with beans powder. I just added some water and then I left it to soak up a bit of the water and set it aside for 15 minutes before adding the rest of the ingredients, which is pepper, onions and salt. Then I made some pap. Is it pap? I made some custard to, down with it. But speaking on this voice notes thing again, like this voice recording thing, I don't know, I like it because many a times I feel like typing restricts me. I'm not able to say as much as I would like to. Excuse me, when I'm typing, when I'm adding captions, but here I can put out my thoughts, which are a lot, as much as possible. And I feel like speaking actually reveals much of my personality than I can ever reveal with typing, if you get what I mean. So again, I humbly ask that you please let me know if you don't mind me adding videos, as that would actually guarantee adding voice notes, as that would actually guarantee longer videos. Nothing much, just me trying to do my workouts because I am currently battling a particular kind of muscular ache, which I've been to the doctors for and I've been diagnosed, and it requires me to do some exercises every other day to help with healing and recovering. So this was just me just trying to do the bits for this morning, and I will end this vlog here. Thank you so much for watching to this part, and the next vlog is going to be about the wedding, the whole build up, going to London, returning from London, and yeah, that's going to be the topic of my next vlog. So I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and I will see you in the next one. Please drop comments,